Hi, this is Flick, and you're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast with Kevin, Danny, Eli, and Rachel.
Jumbo, everyone.
Harambe.
And welcome to another edition of
The Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
Magic Our Way.
The Magic Our Way podcast.
They are truly magical and whatnot.
Asante Sana, everyone. You're listening to the Magic Our Way podcast from New Orleans, Louisiana. And on this show, we invite you to feel the libation.
Feel it, feel it.
We are Artistic Bus talking about Disney stuff, and this is the show in which every opinion is welcome. MagicOurWay.com is where you can find us for the hub. Rachel talks about the new Disney Cruise Line ship, the Disney Treasure, which is booking sailings now for its debut next year. And look, this isn't your typical polished practice pixie dust and Disney podcast. No way, we are not in the parks every day giving you a play-by-play of the destruction of Splash Mountain and the construction of Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
That's right, Kev. We're just here to drink, talk some Disney, and treasure all the information Rachel's going to give us.
That was a fun pun.
Hey. That's why he's good. That's why he gets. So, hey, just listen up and take a trip.
My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
I'd be lying.
I'm Rachel.
That was so abrupt. I feel like I pulled out or something.
Just listen up and take a trip, motherfucker.
Yeah.
Yeah, so angry.
Yeah.
That's how it is.
Yeah, listen up, but we drink up, but we think up.
Take a trip.
Drink up, think up.
Man, well, welcome back, y'all.
Well, thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Had a
man.
great
Happy to be
trip.
back.
It was a good trip. You enjoyed it?
It was a good trip, man. It really was. It was a great trip and a short trip at the same time, though. So, you know, a little bit of the sugar and the not so sweet.
That's so sweet.
But yeah, man, had a great time over there.
So it was a short trip, so Eli's thing at the beginning was metaphorical to the length of your trip.
yes, very abrupt.
Oh, very abrupt. Very quick. Okay, nice.
yeah, that's how I do it, Kev. That's how I do it.
And I love your live video that you posted with the Bears and Old Key West.
Oh, that was me and my wife messing around. Like, we did that in real time, and he didn't get up. And I was like, well, screw it. Since we're sitting around here bored, just waiting to leave, we might as well just record this.
Yeah, that's some cool stuff, isn't it?
No.
That's cool.
You need to be shamed.
I don't need to be shamed on vacation.
Totally shamed.
I could stay here for that.
He wasn't the only bear in Walt Disney World while you all were gone.
Oh, this is true.
That is true. The hypothesis has been put forth that it was Eli snoring those tones that acted like a mating call for all bears to come to Disney World. Either that or they're protesting the changes to the Country Bear show. I don't know. Maybe that's
like, I'm here. Come party with me.
That's right.
And that,
he bought a lightning lane for 7 in the morning, so he wanted to show up one time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a funny video because like at first I was like, oh, Danny's going to do a room tour. And then it quickly became no, he's not.
Well, I could have, but yeah, I was just like, I was trying to figure out a way to swerve y'all. But really, there wasn't too many places to go.
Right.
No.
But I would say this, like, man, I'm just thankful because our plane was delayed by over an hour.
Mm-hmm.
So I was thankful that we made it. Like, we literally dropped our bags off at the front. It's like, here, Bell Services, take them.
Yeah.
We got to go. And we called an Uber and got to Narcoossee's just in time for a reservation.
That's awesome.
Uh-huh. And then I'm like, where's the electrical water pageant? And like, it's already gone. But it came back.
Oh.
Yes. And so as soon as I saw it, Lily and I hightailed it outside to see it. But there was no music. There was no music or anything like that on that second go around.
They were headed back to
They were heading back.
Oh.
But I would take it 100% of the time. I mean, we literally missed it by like 10 minutes is what they told us.
Okay.
And we still got the night fireworks.
We did. We got the not so scary fireworks.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Lily's not a big fan of fireworks. So we watched. I was able to convince her to go outside for a little bit. And we saw it, but she don't like the loud bangs and the noises, the jumps. You know,
we were lucky though. We were lucky, if you remember, because it rained right when we got there. Like I think a little bit before it rained bad, and then when we got there, it rained bad.
It was storming on the way back. Yeah. From the airport to the resort, it was storming.
Yes, and so it was just enough that it stopped so that Disney could light up the sky. Like it was crazy because I was like, there would have been no way to have any fireworks as bad as that downpour was.
Right? Really? Wow.
It stopped for the magic.
It stopped for y'all.
Yeah,
just for us.
Yeah.
Just for
I
us.
would say this about the not so scary because I don't know where we're going to get it in another time, but that Boo to You parade is the gold standard in parades.
I can imagine.
It really is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's something that I wish they kind of learned from for their fireworks. It was like, when you've got something that works, don't just scrap the whole thing and just come up with something new that you know we're all going to hate. Build on it. Just build on it. Just keep making it better.
I have a question.
Yes.
Boo to you or paint the night?
Oh, that's mean. That's just mean. Ooh.
I haven't
Wow.
seen either, and I'd lean towards Paint the Night.
I'm leaning terribly towards Paint the Night, and I hate it.
God.
But I
Paint
am.
the Night doesn't exist right now.
It doesn't
'Cause there's-
exist
That's
right
true.
now.
I don't know why.
But
Who
yeah,
knows?
I got to go with Rachel on this one. Paint the Night is the way I would go, just because of the bright lights and the beauty of it all.
Yeah. They're both great, though. Both great.
I was gonna say all the stuff they were doing in that Boo to You parade. They were flipping stuff, doing dances. I mean, there was
Well, the
always something to
shovels
keep
and the
guys-
sparks and stuff.
Yeah,
were cool.
shovels and the
Gravediggers.
sparks.
I dig that.
Oh my gosh.
Well, I mean, what I'm weighing in my head is "Boot to You," and I'm weighing the "Boot to You"
The
song with
that song is
"When
stuff.
Can I See You Again?" When can we
Yeah.
like it? There's
Yeah.
just something more flightier and wonderful when you see that Mack truck come down the street. But "Boot to You" it just keeps refining itself and getting better and better.
Yeah.
When we saw Minnie and Clarabelle and Daisy as the Sanderson sisters, my head.
Are they in the parade?
They are
Yeah.
in the parade.
Oh, cool. I thought they were just like a
Nope.
visual.
Nope. In the parade on their own float, dressed as the Sanderson sisters. And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's awesome.
that is
Yeah, they've
perfect.
been
Like,
showing that
yeah.
on social media and stuff. I was like, oh, that maybe it's just a promo, but that's great that they're in the parade.
You see, when I knew we were going, I
Yeah.
was just trying to avoid everything.
Yeah.
So I didn't want to see anything until we got there. When I saw them, that was perfect. The villains really got a better.
that
what's the word?
Ursula was crazy.
Oh yeah, the Ursula
Yes.
was nuts
I've seen video of
with
that.
the eels. With like it's not just
Oh,
Ursula,
cool.
her
Flotsam and
eels.
Jetsam, yeah.
Flotsam and
Yeah.
Jetsam are with her, and the guys are like in black leotards,
Mhm.
but they have the
The little stick with the
yes,
yeah.
They're puppets. They're puppeteers. basically,
Exactly.
yeah.
And she must have been on a what? What do you call those little wheelie things? Like
A
Oh,
gimbal?
yeah, like hoverboard.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah,
yes,
yeah.
I know what you mean. The Aurora's fairies
Mhm.
are like that.
They're on
in
that,
the
yeah.
Festival
oh
Fantasy
man,
Parade.
it was crazy. She was on that thing. She had well, I'm guessing she was on that because it's just her body so big with the tentacles out.
Mhm.
But she's just moving freely, going in circles. Like wait, like I mean, I was like, God, dang, like that's crazy. They really put on a good show with that.
Oh yeah, we couldn't have been any more happier to see that. We saw the last performance of it before the end of the night, and that
Mhm.
really kind of what a memory to take with you to close out your Disney vacation. That was just perfect.
That's awesome.
That's smart too. The last one's the best one to do because the crowd is lower, so you can get a better
Yes.
spot. You don't have to show up as early.
mm-hmm.
Last one's a lot better.
Hot tip.
100%.
Yes, hot tip. It was on his tip sheet that I emailed him before he left.
She did,
Yeah.
and I totally reviewed it. Yes, I did.
Awesome.
Now, getting my wife to leave out of the room at that point in time after a full day of Typhoon Lagoon
Oh Lord.
was a little bit tougher.
Oh, Lord.
She did not want to move. Like, we closed down Typhoon Lagoon.
Yeah.
We were there for a good,
4
5 hours?
Yeah,
4 to 5
4
hours? This vacation was built upon Lily having that extra time at Typhoon Lagoon. We literally did everything there was to do at Typhoon Lagoon. And just FYI, just something Eli and I learned the hard way on this trip. Stacy talks about how at the water park, wedgies are free with admission.
Yeah.
Okay, now that's something good to know. If you're going there and you wear any kind of glasses whatsoever,
Which Eli does. And you.
be careful, because I kid you not, like Anna and Lily were in the wave pool. Eli and I were watching the table. Anna came back to the table. I relieved Anna. I went into the wave pool with Lily, and I had my prescription Ray-Ban sunglasses on. First wave of the hits, sunglasses are.
Oh.
I had to go swim. I retrieved the sunglasses, got the sunglasses back.
Were they scratched up?
No.
Oh,
So-
good.
They were fine. But second wave comes around. This time I held on to the sunglasses as it hit. It knocked a lens out of my sunglasses
Dude.
No way.
that I've never been able to recover.
No.
Ah.
I even ran across a lifeguard guy and I was like, dude, if you see he looked at me like, Are you friggin' serious? You know how much crap gets lost in this pool? Go away, dude. Like, just go.
And it made it worse was your lens was blue. So it was like, no way in that water.
Oh, my gosh.
No, there was just, you couldn't find it no matter what you did.
Dude, that wave pool doesn't play around.
Right.
Nothing in that place
The
around.
slides too. Josh lost his sunglasses, like nice prescription sunglasses, on one of the slides at Blizzard Beach. And he like had basically gotten them back in his hand, like as you know, the tube went in and the sunglasses came off and he jumped off the tube and went to grab them. But the lifeguard like just started screaming at him to get out of the pool. And I understand, like, it's a safety thing.
Yeah.
People coming down, like he needs to go, but they wouldn't let him retrieve them, even though they were like right there, just sitting there, and they wouldn't. So they had a couple more people go, and they shut down the whole ride to get a diver to come and grab. And it was like the sunglasses were right there. Like they did not need a diver. Yeah, like a diver came, like a whole thing, like snorkel
with an oxygen tank and everything.
I mean, not an oxygen tank, but like a snorkel. They had a snorkel on. Anyway,
that's awesome.
Hey man, they had one bear. They shut down 3 lands in the Magic Kingdom. So I mean, they kind of overreacted a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, that's a bummer.
I ran into the same lifeguard again later on, and we were standing by the storm slides, and we struck up a conversation. He was talking about how many lives he saves on a day. Like, he was telling me a story about how somebody let their like 3-year-old go down the water slide.
Oh my gosh!
And it couldn't swim.
Oh my
didn't
gosh.
have on a life jacket, and basically told him, "Yeah, my 3-year-old's she can't swim. She's gonna sink straight to the bottom. Can you go get?" Because that like what got us talking was there was a parent that went straight up to the end of the slide because her kid was coming down.
Right.
And she was going to catch her kid because the kid couldn't swim, I guess.
Oh, my God.
And the kid is coming off like a rocket. And basically, it was almost like the 2 legs of the kid almost went through her chest. Like, I wouldn't have been a bit surprised when we saw it happening together. We saw it in real time.
Should be giving birth again.
The guy was literally saying, don't do that. And then, boom, it happened. And I was like, whoa. And that's how we got to start talking, because the woman nearly got impaled by her own kid's legs.
Crazy.
On the water slide.
That would have been traumatizing.
Wow.
To going back to what you were saying about Josh, Eli lost his sunglasses too on the ride.
Yeah, I just got a pair of shades because I wanted to look cool for the beach, and it was working. And then we got on one of the slides, and I literally put the glasses in my pocket. Like I had swim trunks on. And yeah, all I know is when I got out the ride, no glasses. They was just, I was like, dang, like how, look, the slides there are crazy because there's a part where you hit something and there's no gravity around you. I don't know where it went or when does it come back, but twice that I've been on that thing, I flew in the air. You know how they say like cross your legs? There was one time I was like, look, I can't do anything. I'm trying to cross them. I'm in the air. I can't do anything. I try to cross them. Then you hit the water. And then the lifeguards are like, move. And I hear, you know, and like, what? And there's a foot in the back of your neck. It's too much.
It was a 3-year-old. Yeah.
Yeah. It was actually a little kid. We was going up the steps for the slide. There was a little kid that was cutting in front of me.
Oh, okay.
And the mom was like, no, don't cut in front of the nice man. When we got to the top of that thing, I should have been like, hey, kid, you go first. I don't want
You should pull a Josh. Just like knocked him out the window.
I should know. I'm saying I should have took the kid, just pushed him in the thing so they could just go down that junk. Because I was like,
like a bank teller thing.
Yeah, but you lose something all the time. Before we tried to save our phones, and this time we were like, okay, we're gonna put them in the bag. We're gonna put them in the backpack. Put them in what your mom brought us, like a Ziploc bag.
Yeah, we each of us had a Ziploc bag to save our phones. Phones actually turned out
phones were fine.
Yeah,
just couldn't see.
Just couldn't see anything.
Oh man!
So yeah, you lose something every time. Then then we almost lost our clothes, right? Because I couldn't
almost lost your clothes.
Yes, my wife forgot which locker our clothes and our bags and everything were in, because she put it. Well, there was 2 lockers. Yeah. Me and Lily remembered where our locker was. Eli and Anna put their stuff in a separate locker, and they couldn't remember where the locker was. And so at the end of the day, it's like 5:00, and it's like, okay, we're closing down the park, and Anna can't remember where the locker went, and then had to go inside and ask them, because one of the cast members said, look, they can open your locker from you. And the cast members were like, we're really busy right now because we're shutting everything down. We got to do countouts, we got to do all this. But if you hang around for a while, we'll open the lockers for you and figure out which one it was in. But I would just suggest you go to the lockers and figure out about where it was and enter in your combination to every locker there was. And so we each had sections of that lockers, and we were all sitting there for 15 minutes out, just punching in codes into the lockers for about 15 minutes until I think it was Eli. You had the idea like, wait, Anna, you weren't here. You were over there. Because Lily and I didn't see any of this. Lily and I put up our bags on our own.
Yeah.
And Eli was like, no, you were over there. And so we went over there. And then we started punching codes. And finally, Anna remembered that the locker code was 1313 because she's like, well, how unlucky is that? And
apparently very unlucky.
There you go. Yeah. But lucky enough to where it stuck in her mind because finally, after about 25 minutes of this, it dawned on her. We were able to get our stuff and get out of there by about 5:45.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
But look, we'll get into all that later. We want to talk a little bit about the trip that we took, but I think we're going to do this in a second because it was such a short trip.
Sure. Yeah. So, I'd love to hear more about it for sure. And speaking of like all the water fun and stuff, we're going to talk about more water fun on the high seas with the Disney Treasure. So what do you say? Enough of our jibber jabber, guys. Let's go discover the Disney Treasure. Here we are on the Hub, the main topic segment of the show. And as I stated at the very beginning, we are talking about the Disney Treasure, the newest ship to join the Triton class of 3 ships, a triplet class of ships. She will be joining the Disney Wish, which came out in summer 2022. And then we have the Disney Treasure. And just before Destination D23, they dropped a whole bunch of information about the Disney Treasure. And by now, if you listen to that show we did 2 shows ago, you can start booking that stuff, right? Because that was like immediately after we did that show. So Rachel is going to tell us about the Disney Treasure, the newest ship to come online for the Disney Cruise Line. So what we got?
I'm popping a drink. Can't wait.
Yeah, go for it. So we talked about a lot of Disney news 2 weeks ago when we talked about Destination D, but the Treasure stuff came out, like you said, a little bit before that, and it was bigger. So we thought it probably deserved a little bit more time on its own.
Which is fair because they didn't really give it much time on the D23 thing.
In fairness to Disney, they did do a separate event.
That's true.
They talked about it beforehand. And it was actually even supposed to be like 2 weeks before that, but they pushed it back because of the hurricane.
Makes sense.
Which turned out to not be as big a deal in Florida as they thought it was going to be. But
that's good.
Anyway, so they pushed it back. But before that, Disney had sent out a lot of teaser stuff. And the most important teaser item they sent out was to influencers. And they sent out a treasure chest in the mail. And when you unlocked the treasure chest, it had a map. And the map has a bunch of clues on it for things that are going to be on the ship. And so we know now what a lot of those symbols on the map mean. But what's cool about that is there's still some stuff left that they haven't explained. So we've got some clues still.
All right.
So I'll talk about those at the end.
I can't wait. Yeah.
We didn't get a map, obviously.
I have no map. I'm mapless.
Yes.
Yes, all 4 of us are mapless, but I did spend some time deep diving that map online. So
nice.
I can tell you about it. And then the packaging for the treasure chest also had clues on it.
So really?
Got that too. Yeah.
Okay.
So they did kind of,
I like this.
I think they did it right. Yeah. They really like dropped some hints and then they had a big event and they explained some stuff, but not everything. So we still have some secrets left. It's nice.
Hopefully this isn't like Lost and at the end of it, it doesn't matter and none of it makes sense anyway.
God, that was a disappointment. I really liked that show.
Me too. And I was like, they're going to pay it off. I know they're going to pay it off. And
I know I had faith right to the end.
Yep.
I felt that way about the sequels of Star Wars too, but there you go.
Yeah.
J.J. Abrams just let me down again.
Yes.
Left and right.
Because we're true believers.
Hey.
We are true believers. I'm Lucy. Or no, I'm Charlie Brown to his Lucy.
No, I'm Linus. You're Sally.
Okay.
You want restitution.
Let's get into the treasure. So if you are familiar with the Disney Wish at all, this ship is going to be incredibly similar. And for some people, that's a really positive thing. And for other people, they're kind of bummed because I think the Wish got mixed reviews in terms of the layout of the ship. I think everybody agrees that it's a beautiful ship, but the layout of it is very different than the other 4 ships that Disney has in the fleet.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
How so?
It's not as intuitive when you walk around. Like we have taken a number of Disney cruises prior to when we went on the Wish. And when we went on the Wish, we did find ourselves getting lost a little bit.
Okay.
We just took a 3-night when we went on it. I think if we had taken a longer cruise, we would have gotten the hang of it and been fine.
Okay.
But we did spend the first couple of days like, I don't even know how to get to the atrium from here. And they took out the other ships have 3. This was the big change. The other ships have 3 stairwells and elevator banks. And the Wish only has 2.
Whoa.
So if you're like in the middle of the ship, you have to go one way or the other.
For such a big ship, that's an interesting move.
Wait. The Wish or the Treasure?
Well, the Treasure will too.
They're
sister
ships.
Okay. Yeah, these series of ships. Yeah.
So they're gonna have the exact same design.
Okay, I'm just a landlubber. I wasn't sure. Okay.
yes. So yeah, it'll be very similar, but for those that love the Wish, that'll be great. And for those that don't, maybe you'll get used to it if you're on another one. And the Treasure will be doing all 7-night cruises for a while, or mostly 7-night cruises out of Port Canaveral. It's taking over for the Fantasy. It will be doing the Eastern and Western Caribbean itineraries. So if you go on the Treasure, you'll have a whole week to figure out the layout. I think you'll be fine.
Yeah.
And I have heard that the biggest complaint about the Wish, which was that the elevators, when you got like in proximity to the buttons, they all lit up. And so you would stop on every floor.
What?
Yeah. I should explain that better. They were like touchless elevator buttons.
Oh.
So if you hovered your finger like it on top of the button, but didn't touch it, it would illuminate, and like activate for that floor.
Oh, wow.
The idea was to be more sanitary, right? You're not pushing elevator buttons, but those elevators get so crowded. And so if you backed up to the keypad where the elevator buttons were, you would activate every single floor. And so now the elevator's stopping on every floor.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Butt activated.
Yeah, right. Yes, butt dialing, but a little different. Gotcha. But anyway, they have taken those buttons out on the Wish. It's not like that anymore.
Good.
And I have heard that the Treasure is not going to have those.
Cool.
Yeah.
Very good.
It took me a little while to adjust when we went to the Coronado. They have like the elevators where you have to program like where you're going.
It's got like an iPad almost.
Right. You have to know which elevator is going where. And it took a little bit, but then you realize, oh, wow, this is a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. This was not like that.
No.
That was actually an improvement. This was not an improvement.
This is like riding the elevator with a 6-year-old that pushes all the buttons. Yes.
But every single time. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow. That's what I was thinking.
So the Treasure, a lot of things are going to be very similar. So the atrium space is going to be very similar to the Wish's atrium space, except instead of the glass slipper and Cinderella, they're going to have Aladdin's lamp, and then Aladdin and Jasmine will be the statue.
Hey,
nice.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Yeah.
Yes, Midriff Jasmine, although she will be a bronze statue. But all right, so let's talk about dining, which is the best part of any cruise.
Dining!
Love food.
Yes. A lot of the restaurants are the same. So 1923 is the like a little bit more upscale, but still a main dining room, like included with your cruise fare. That's coming back on the Treasure.
Nice.
And the Marvel restaurant is also coming back.
There you go.
Uh-oh.
I know, but Marvel's going to have an updated show. So on the Wish, it features. Ooh, I just hit the microphone. On the Wish, it features Ant-Man and the Wasp. And on the Treasure, it's going to feature Spider-Man.
Oh, yeah. Spider-Man right there.
Right, he sold me.
Time to book a cruise, huh?
Oh, boy.
Exactly.
You can book right now, as a matter of fact.
Get Jasmine and Spider-Man on the same ride. I'd never leave.
That's true. You're right. Yeah, because Agrabah and stuff and Jasmine. And
right, yeah.
I think
You're
you just
good.
sold a cruise, Rachel, right there.
Perfect. So, and then on the 7-night ones, you get 2 nights in every restaurant. So there will be a second Marvel show, but they haven't released details on that yet.
Oh, that's super cool.
That is cool that they're going to make it unique each time. So you don't have the same show when you go twice. I like that.
Right.
Good.
But you get 2 bites at the apple, right? You get like different entrees each night.
Yeah. Drinks.
Yeah, it is a little bit different each night. Yeah. The same thing on like when we did the Wonder, we did a 7-night to Alaska, and Tiana's restaurant was a little bit different each night we went.
That's
awesome.
Good. Yeah. Love it.
It was good.
Love it.
The third restaurant is going to be Plaza de Coco.
Oh, love Coco.
Get some killer Mexican in there.
Yeah. So on the Wish, it's a frozen restaurant that's Arendelle. It's called Arendelle. And they do a really cool show there. It's sort of like a theater in the round kind of thing. So the stage is in the middle of the dining room, and then everybody sits like around the stage. The stage is like a 360.
Oh,
Okay.
And they do a show in the middle. And so Coco is going to be just like that. So they're going to do a Coco show and authentic Mexican food on your Caribbean cruise. Sounds kind of nice.
So is this like more for boys, the Treasure, and the Wish is more for girls kind of thing? Because you got the Frozen on the Wish, but on the Treasure you have
Aladdin.
you have the Marvel, you have Coco.
Yeah, well, they have Marvel on the Wish too, but I do see like a little bit more geared towards boys on the Treasure. Yeah.
Okay.
On the Wish, it is very princess
Centric.
heavy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ant-Man's a princess.
Yes. Exactly.
watch out for the little guy.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's Coco themed, so that'll be really cool. On the Wish, their candy and sweets shop is Inside Out themed. On the Treasure, it's going to be Zootopia themed ice cream and sweet shop, which I'm sure they're going to have the same stuff. It's just different theming in this.
Well, they got to have the popsicle, right? That they were giving the lemmings.
I hope so. You would hope so.
They should.
Zootopia Sweet Shop.
Yeah.
It's
going to be called Jumbo's Sweets.
Harambe!
Yes,
right.
exactly.
Yeah.
Was that the elephant?
That's what they said. It's the elephant in Zootopia.
The naked elephant or whatever?
Oh, I thought you
I
meant
think so.
Jumbo from Dumbo.
Oh, no, that one.
You
Yeah.
meant Jumbo. There's a Jumbo.
Jumbo.
Okay, wow. I don't necessarily associate that. I mean,
I know my favorite candy shop on the cruise line is the
Wreck-It Ralph.
Wreck-It Ralph one.
Yeah,
on the
that
green.
works
I love that
perfect.
That one's awesome.
That's how
Exactly. That was so well themed.
That's why I was saying if it's Zootopia, they got to have those popsicles. I mean, that's like
I would
the
think
main
they
thing.
would. How could you not? Yeah.
Okay.
Or at
things
least
that-
like lollipops shaped like that. Or
right.
something.
Yeah.
So that's the sweet shop. And then the walk-up cafes are going to be themed to Cricky from Mulan and Hey Hey from Moana. So there's going to be, so it'll be like those bars are the, like where you got your espresso martini. Dan.
Oh, my
There you
It's kind
go.
of that walk-up bar, like off the atrium.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's
that was
a
my
cool bar.
favorite place.
Who's Cricky?
That's the Mulan little cricket, right?
Oh, yeah. I didn't realize his name was Creaky.
Crikey! That's how you pronounce it. It's not cricky, it's crikey.
Oh, so it's a Cockney
Yes.
cricket
Like that.
Yeah.
bar. Okay.
Crikey.
Not the big like Broadway show theater, but the entertainment theater, they call it. They do like some shows in there, and, like game shows and things. That one's called Luna on the Wish, and this one it's going to be called Sarabi, and it'll be Lion King themed.
Sarabi. What is Sarabi? What
That's
is that?
the mother.
It's the mom. Yeah.
Mama.
That's the mama?
Yeah, you remember your scars like Sarabi. Where's my food? Damn it!
It's Simba's mom. Yeah.
Yeah, the prides have moved on.
No,
You
I
scared 'em all
don't
off.
remember that. I do not.
Oh,
but
man,
yeah.
Jeremy Irons. Sarabi. I'm gonna have to do that when I go visit that theater
You
now.
sound like George Jefferson going, Wheezy!
Same thing. Same thing.
All right.
No, I thought he was trying to say yeah.
That works too.
Any of
And
that.
then this is the part that I think a lot of the parks fans are going to be excited about. The two lounges that they've announced so far, like the big bar lounge. One is going to be called the Skipper Society, and that's Jungle Cruise themed.
Oh, nice.
That explains the map. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty big. If anybody's been on the Wish, the bar that's in that area is called the Bayou on the Wish. But in the Treasure, it is going to be Skipper Society, all themed to the Jungle Cruise, and there's going to be live music and great drinks. And I'm really excited for this one. I'm hoping there'll be some like Adventurers Club, like SEA kind of
They
stuff.
got to.
I was going to say, you had me at live music. That'd
great.
be great.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that should be cool. The other one is the current like beer pub. They do a lot of trivia in there. Right now it's themed. It's kind of like a Norwegian themed bar. It's like Hook and Claw. Anyway,
Hook and Claw. Okay.
or Hoof and Claw, I think.
Hoof and Claw. Okay.
Yeah.
Hoof and claw.
But on the Treasure, it is going to be the Periscope Pub, and it is themed to 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea.
Really?
That attraction.
Oh, so not the movie. The track. Oh.
It's supposed to be specifically themed to the attraction.
Interesting.
The now defunct attraction.
$50 Nautilus served? Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Yeah, it could be.
$50 into the hole. That's that's what.
Wait, where is it on the map? I don't look. Oh, wait, never mind. I see it down below.
Wait, you've got
I see it. Yeah,
visual
yeah.
references in front of you? What are you looking
Well, I
at?
just pulled up the map when she mentioned the map. I just looked for. I was looking for 20,000. They got like the little octopus or whatever, the squid,
Okay.
and the Nautilus. Okay,
I'm
okay,
pulling it
okay.
up. Yeah.
Interesting.
The other thing for Parks fans is that the big suite that's in the funnel on the treasure is going to be Epcot themed.
I was wondering what that ball is doing there in the mountains.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's an Epcot themed suite. I will never be able to stay in it because the suites are so expensive.
Oh,
The pictures look pretty cool. So yeah, Epcot themed suite. That'll be fun.
Wow.
Okay.
Dude, I totally want to book a cruise on this ship. This sounds remarkable.
I know. It sounds awesome.
Yeah, they got some cool stuff for Parks fans. And then the last thing that's kind of, well, there's a few more new things, but the last thing that stood out to me as like an addition to the Wish is that the Aqua Mouse, which is the aqua coaster at sea, that's getting a new video. So on the Wish, it has 2 different like storylines.
Okay.
And the treasure is going to add a 3rd storyline.
Okay.
And all of the videos on the Aqua Mouse are that like new Mickey Mouse theme. I forget what they call those videos.
Oh, the shorts.
Oh, the shorts. Yeah.
The shorts.
Kinda
yeah.
like Ren
the
and
new
Stimpy-ish
ones.
kind of looking.
Yes. It looks
Okay.
very Ren and Stimpy. Yeah.
Those shorts are great.
Yeah, those are awesome,
they are.
man.
My kids really like those. So
I was telling this to Eli when we were staying at Old Key West, and I would put on the shorts at like I was staying up to watch it. I literally had to turn the TV off.
Yeah.
Because it was just like, this ain't gonna work.
No, my last trip there, that's all we watched. And it's like, oh my God, it's 3 a.m. And we got 7 o'clock. I
Yes.
got to go to sleep.
Exactly. So those things are addictive and they're very well done.
Yeah, they're really, really good.
yeah. So that's going to be on the Aqua Mouse Aqua Coaster at sea.
All right.
okay.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I dig
The
it.
shows are going to be the only 2 shows we know. There will eventually be 3 shows, but the 2 we know about right now are both repeats. So
Golden Mickeys.
one, yeah, not Golden Mickeys. They have a version of that on the Wish called Seize the Adventure, except it's way better than the Golden Mickeys.
Oh,
I love
okay.
Seize the Adventure. It's very good.
I like the
It's
Golden
spelled
Mickeys.
Seize, like SEAS. Seize the Adventure.
Oh, C, like
Like
the
the-
7
like
C's.
C's.
Yeah,
Right.
like the 7 C's.
Yeah.
So that doesn't have anything to do with the Society of Explorers and Adventurers concept? Okay.
No, it's like a Captain Minnie.
Okay.
She goes on adventures. Goofy like takes over the ship for a little bit, and
All right.
crazy things happen. But it's really good.
And you like that better than the Golden Mickeys?
I do, and I like the Golden Mickeys. Like
I like the Golden
I don't
Mickeys
think it's
too.
a bad show, but the Seize the Adventure was similar, but I thought better. And then the other show will be Beauty and the Beast, which is modeled after the live action movie Beauty and the Beast. It's the same show that's on the Dream currently.
Oh, yeah. I've seen that actually. Yeah, I saw it when I
Yeah.
was on the Dream. Yeah, great show.
Yeah, it is really good.
Okay.
So that's going to be on the Treasure as well. And there will be a 3rd show, and we can talk about what that might be based on some of the clues on the maps, but they haven't released that information yet.
Ooh, I love
Rapunzel.
clues.
Got to be
we'll
Rapunzel.
see.
You hadn't mentioned anything about Rapunzel yet.
Well, I'm getting there.
Okay.
No,
okay,
or
I got you.
Star Wars. Yeah,
Yeah, no, it's same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. So there are some things that are going to be the same. There will be a pirate night, just like on the Wish.
Our
So pirate night is still happening.
our family magic.
This exactly.
And
The
yar.
The signature dining will be the same as on the Wish. The steakhouse is themed after Cogsworth, and it is the Palo Steakhouse.
Oh, Palo. I love Palo. Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of like Palo on the other ships, but again, it's more steakhouse and less Italian.
Okay.
All
Yeah.
right.
But it's like that on the Wish too. And then the other restaurant is Enchanté, and that is themed for Lumiere, and that
Yes.
is more like Remy on the other ships. It's
Okay.
kind of an elevated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Remy's nice. Yeah.
Yeah, so both of those will return on the Treasure. They're already on the Wish. The Oceaneers Club is a staple on all
course.
Disney Cruise Line ships. That's
Got
where
to.
your kids can go nuts
And disappear.
and disappear. Yeah. So the Oceaneers Club is going to have very much the same theming as the Wish one. The same rooms and everything. So there's a Star Wars room. There's a Marvel room.
Man, I want to play
Beauty
in the
and the
freaking
Beast,
Oceaneers
Frozen.
Club.
Yeah,
I know, dude.
it's really cool.
Yeah.
That one is especially nice because it's all brand new.
We tried to get Lily to go in there. She would not leave us.
Yeah.
I tried-
My kids liked it. They liked it better. Well, my little guy loved it on the Wish, and my daughter liked it better when she was a little younger. She was 10 when we went on the Wish, so she's almost at the age where she goes up to Edge, and so she felt a little too old for it.
That's
Ah,
exactly what
gotcha.
Lily said. She's like, I'm too old for this. Okay.
Yeah. Edge technically starts at 11. I think 10-year-olds depending on your kid, might feel a little too old for it.
I could see that.
I'm not too old for it.
Yeah, I know.
No.
Seriously,
They're
looks
gonna
so
look
fun.
back. It's like trick or treating. Like when I take my kids, I was like, man, I wish I was doing this. I should have held on to that as long as I could.
I know. The salon will be Rapunzel themed, just like it is on the Wish.
Okay.
It's
Nice.
the Tangled salon. So it's just like that on the Wish too. And then there will be a Hook's Barbery, just like on the Wish. And the best part of Hook's Barbery isn't the barbershop, it's the old-fashioned bar that they have outside. Tons of like really cool whiskeys. Yeah. And they make smoked old fashions, which my husband loves.
You had me at old fashioned. The fact there's a bar that just like does old fashions.
Yeah.
In many different ways.
Many different ways.
We have smokers here to smoke our own drinks. So yes,
Yes.
that sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
You can find me there. Thank you.
I will go to the bar. I don't know that I want to get my haircut at a place called Hooks. I want my barber to have two hands, if at all possible.
Stay still.
Well, so here's a hot tip on our first. We've only been on the Wish once. On the cruise that we took on the Wish, I made my husband an appointment at the barbery because I wanted him to, have a nice haircut and a shave and have a smoked old fashioned because I had heard about the old fashioned bar. And so I made him the appointment for like 8:00 in the evening. And they closed the bar at 7. And so he ended up not being able to order a drink. Like he still got the cut and the shave, but no drink. So we had to go back the next night for the drinks.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that was very nice of you to do that, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he still enjoyed the cut and the shave, but it was really more about the whiskey than anything else.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Little bummer on that.
Yeah.
So if you want your person who's getting a shave and a cut to have the whiskey, make it admit is my suggestion.
Yeah, I could see that 100%.
Sure.
Definitely.
Yeah. So now we're transitioning into what we don't know. We don't know what the third show is going to be.
Okay.
So that's yet to be announced.
Okay.
We don't know what the second night show for the Marvel restaurant will be themed as. If it could be the Ant-Man and the Wasp show they already have, but it could be something else.
Rogers the Musical?
Maybe.
That's
Actually,
awesome.
That's what I was wondering.
Wow.
I mean, if people listen to the episode, I talked about Rogers the Musical. It wasn't my favorite on stage, but I think for a dinner show, that would actually be really fun.
Sure. Why
That'd be
not?
perfect for a dinner show.
Yeah, really. The space that is currently the Hyperspace Lounge on the Wish
Now we're
has
talking.
not had an announcement.
Really?
We don't know what'll be in there.
Oh.
And there's a bar right next to it called Nightingales on the Wish that is kind of a piano bar. Like the Stepsisters, they're trying to do the Sing Sweet Nightingale song on the piano.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like a Cinderella theme bar on the Wish, but
Nice.
it's called Nightingales after that piano thing.
Nice.
Okay.
Well, we don't know what's going in there on the Treasure, and it's actually right next to the Hyperspace Lounge. So there's some people who say maybe they will knock out that wall and just make it one much bigger space.
Make
Okay.
it the Ink and Paint Club, like I described before,
Ooh, that'd be
where
cool.
you're walking in there and it's like Roger Rabbit theme where all the different cartoon characters are giving performances. I would love that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Nice.
Well, one of the things that's rumored to go in there, and it's was on the packaging for the treasure chest.
Okay.
There was a Haunted Mansion clue, and they have not announced anything Haunted Mansion. So the rumor is that is going to be a big Haunted Mansion theme bar.
Oh. All right,
Yeah.
you just sold a cruise. If that's the case, I mean, I'm liking what I'm hearing about the ship already, but I mean, if that's the case, I got to do that.
My brain just exploded.
Yes.
I didn't know what to say.
Pretty well accepted rumor. Like people think that's it. That it's going to be the Haunted Mansion bar.
How do you know, like, what's the clue? Like, what makes people hypothesize?
So on the box that the treasure chest came in, like the outside packaging, there's a big Haunted Mansion logo.
Okay.
Like the box has like all these kind of stamps, like different destinations that you might have gone to on a journey. And one of the like passport stamps is Haunted Mansion.
Ooh.
And they haven't announced anything Haunted Mansion. And so far, all the other bars on the ship are themed to Disney attractions.
Oh, good point. Yeah, you're right.
I am loving this.
I was going to say it
That's
makes
intriguing.
sense.
People are saying that's going to be a Haunted Mansion lounge.
That would be big if that came to fruition.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, that makes sense because they already made a movie of it, so that would be good synergy to put with it. Besides the fact of it being an attraction, of course.
Sure.
We also said the hyperspace lounge is going to be big, and I don't know that it quite worked out the way our imagination thought it would. So let's just cross our fingers and hope they get this right, because immediately my mind's perking at the
I see it percolating from right here.
Yeah, just ping, ping, ping.
Boop, boop.
That'd be badass.
And so 2 things on the map are kind of unaccounted for still. Olaf is on there.
Olaf.
Kevin, if you're looking at it, he's in like the top left
I see him.
quadrant, I think.
Yep.
So there's nothing Olaf themed yet. There is like a frozen area in the kids club, so it could be that, but he's pretty big on that map. So
you think it just has to do with Olaf specifically?
Yeah. So that's unaccounted for.
Snow cones. Do they do snow cones on this ship?
Well, they do snow cones on the Wish, but it's a Wheezy themed snow cone place, like Toy Story.
Like if you did like an ice cream / snow cone kind of thing and it's Olaf themed, that would be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool. I know the like pool area right now that's all Toy Story themed on the Wish is going to be a repeat on the Treasure. It's going to be Toy Story
this stuff.
again,
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, so Olaf is unaccounted for. There's an X-Wing that is unaccounted for. There is a Star Wars area in the Oceaneers Club.
That's what I was going to say. Didn't you? Okay.
Where is it? Where's the X-Wing?
It's up in the top center.
I'm looking.
And you don't think that has anything to do with the Oceaneer Club?
Top center.
It could. It could.
Let me zoom out.
I feel like we're playing an escape game, and we're all just like combining our resources.
I still don't see the X-Wing. What am I missing? Oh, there it is.
Where? There it is.
Right here.
In the back at the very top.
All right.
So it could be the kids club. We don't know.
Could be.
Okay, yeah, I see it now.
See it?
I see it now.
All right.
So that's unaccounted for. And the other thing that's unaccounted for is there is an Encanto house.
Oh.
Now that would make a hell of a bar.
Yeah, the casita.
That's gonna be a fun night. You at the bar, like I swear, the bar talking to me.
If it transformed, that'd be pretty awesome.
Oh, dude! Like if they put your drink on the bar and the bar rattles your drink down to you.
Yeah,
that'd be great.
Did you mention the up balloon that's in there in the mountains?
I did not, and I was just seeing that as you were scrolling through.
Yeah.
I do not know what the up balloon would be.
The up house.
So that's
bird show on the cruise. That'd be great.
Let's get the bird show in the parks right first.
Yeah, there you go.
What?
That little Incredibles bot there is the Incredibles inflatable family challenge.
Ooh,
what is that?
I like that.
Oh, it's fun. It's like a big inflatable obstacle course.
It sounds like I was going to say. It sounds like Double Dare.
I want in on that.
It does. Yeah, it is kind of like that. There's 2 lanes, and the kids just go nuts against their parents. Josh had a blast.
I want that.
He was at a part with Sam where they were almost tied, and he took this big ball that you can like swing and hit the other person, and just totally took out our 5-year-old.
yeah, Josh.
Daddy went all the time.
That's right.
Yeah. And so he won. And at the end, I was like, well, good for you. You knocked out the 5-year-old. Really impressive there.
Oh, props to you, Josh.
First Lee Lasavika and then a 5-year-old.
I know. So I'm curious, like, so you got those 2 mountain ranges. It looks like the Appalachians and the Rockies right on this thing. I guess, is that supposed to represent like the elevators, or is that something significant?
Oh, I don't know. That could be. I do hear what you're saying about the mountain ranges.
Yeah, it's quite significant. I mean, look at them.
That's a very good observation, Kevin.
That is a good observation. Actually, when you scroll out now that I'm thinking about it, that does sort of, the whole landmass there kind of looks like the outline of the ship.
Yeah. No, yeah, absolutely.
That could be the 2 stairs
2
and
elevators,
elevator
yeah.
bank.
That makes sense. That's clever. I mean, I like that.
Yeah,
I like how they did it.
I never even caught that until you said that.
Yeah, because it's like a side view of the ship.
Because you can see like the 2 funnels on the ship on top of it.
Yep, and you can see the bow right there.
Yeah, but I think Kevin's like nailed this. I mean, the island is shaped like the ship. The mid part is the Aladdin part with that's the hub of the ship.
Yeah,
that's
the atrium, yeah, where you walk in.
And then the elevators are the mountain ranges. Kevin, I think you nailed this.
Which is kind of cool. I mean, this I want to print out this map.
Yeah, I want one of these. I wish I had this in front of me the entire time.
I thought you had it up. I'm sorry.
So late.
I thought you had it up.
No, I wanted to be surprised.
Ah, gotcha.
And you were.
I was.
And you still will be.
Yes. Well, Rachel, man. No, so anything else?
Oh, you got to talk about the characters on the back of the ship. Who's the stern characters for this one?
Oh, it's Peter Pan.
Yeah, so they actually have 2 of them. Where I think the other ships maybe have 1. or something like that?
Yes.
Mostly?
Rapunzel is on the Wish.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and the other ships only have one. Yeah, you're right. Although I think is it the Fantasy? The one that has Donald also has the nephews.
Oh, it's true. You're right. I forgot about that. Yeah. Peter
I think
Pan
it's
and Hook.
and
Yeah, it's Peter Pan and
yeah.
Hook fighting. Or Peter Pan's teasing and Hook's like angry.
Yeah.
in his typical manners.
As always.
And did we determine what the rose bush is here? Is that like the Beauty and the Beast thing?
Those are the specialty restaurants.
That's a specialty restaurant.
The Lumiere and the Cogsworth and then the Beauty and the Beast theme. But it's also the show.
Oh, okay. I got you.
Yeah,
this
they're
is
going to
cool.
have that too.
I dig it.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, there's all kinds of good stuff hidden in there. But yeah, I think on that bottom right-hand corner, I think that's supposed to be like the Encanto town.
I like it. No, this is all really, really exciting. And then if that Haunted Mansion thing comes to fruition, I mean, I think you sold some cruises here.
Oh, well, can I tell you, I would take that either way. If it was a Haunted Mansion bar or even an Encanto bar, where like each like section of the bar represents a different room.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Yeah.
That'd be badass.
I would be totally cool with that. Kind of like what they do with Enchanted Rose, where, okay, this is the ballroom section. This is the library section. This is the outdoor section.
Mm-hmm.
Like if they did like a little bit of a theming into just different areas of the bar that represents each of the room of the casita, that would be really cool.
Would you want it to be kind of interactive?
Of course. Yeah. It needs to be acting in and of itself at some point in time. But that stands to reason whether it's a Haunted Mansion bar or an Encanto bar.
Yeah.
That the thing needs to have a life of its own.
Right. Yeah.
You totally could do that with both properties for sure.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Rachel. Anything? I'm sorry. Yeah. Anything else?
No, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
That is awesome, man. I mean, I'm totally excited about the treasure.
You've got me pumped up. Seriously. Like this is looking really good to me.
And this is interesting because it's like last week we talked about how I asked a question of whether or not, a trip to the parks is now become kind of comparable to like the Disney cruises. And Rachel mentioned like, I think they're on equal footing now. And a lot of Disney fans think about this, the Disney cruise is like the last bastion of Disney service,
It is. And to the extent that you've experienced everything in the parks, I find it's a lot easier to separate yourself from there's just that sense of I need to do everything in the Disney. Once you've been there enough times to where you've experienced everything, I think that works a lot better to where you don't mind missing the parks as much. I think you have to go to the parks a couple of times before you're like, okay, I'm okay skipping this.
Okay, so it's fair to say for seasoned Disney parks fans, this is now on equal footing.
That's a great way to put it.
Everybody agree on that?
Yes, yes.
And I will say, just so people are aware and they don't get surprised, the treasure cruises are definitely priced at a little bit of a premium.
I've heard.
Yeah, they're a little bit higher than what we were seeing for pricing on the Fantasy, doing the same itineraries, which makes sense because it's a newer ship.
Right.
When the Wish came out, the prices for the 3 and 4 night Bahamians were higher on the Wish than they were on the Dream, which was doing those before. So expected, but they are higher for sure than the Fantasy sailings were. So, but I think there's still going to be some options on the Fantasy too to do some similar itineraries. So if you're not set on the brand new ship and you're willing to do one of the older ships, you can get a pretty good value.
So the prices will settle, I guess, after the newness of it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
The Wish is still pretty high.
Okay.
But it's only been in service for a little over a year now. So
yeah, because I was going to ask y'all, since we are seasoned Disney vets and stuff, and we know that you can book the Disney Treasure now, like say next year, would you prefer to book this or would you prefer to book another, like say Walt Disney World Resort Vacation?
This, 100%.
Yeah.
Only because I've seen everything there is to see in Disney right now, except for the Hatbox Ghost. And I'm not holding my breath on that. I know it's coming in November, sure, whatever. But I mean, I've already tried to get a spot to see it. And at this point in time, it's like, okay, it's just not going to happen. I would rather do this.
Yeah.
100%.
Makes sense. I'm the same way. And I guess maybe it's somewhat of an unfair question because this is so new. Different kind of stuff. But also if you've been on a Disney cruise, it's a lot of it's kind of the same, just different experiences, right? But I'd still probably want to book this more or so over than like a Disney World Parks vacation, stuff.
Oh, yeah.
What about Disneyland?
Ooh.
Disneyland Resort versus like, say, a new ship.
I would still go with the new ship.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Just the newness of it?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Because again, once you've experienced it so many times, you've kind of got that bug out of your system. There always seems to be that bug in me, or it used to be that bug in me when we go on a Disney vacation where it's like, yeah, but I got to see this, I got to see that, we got to do everything.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just not the case anymore.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because once you've experienced so much of it, it's like, okay, cool. I can go on a vacation. It's a little bit more lower key. And in fact, even my kid now can do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's important because my kid is finding like, look, I don't want to go full force.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to take it easy here and there. And really all the kids want is a day at the pool when you really get down to it.
Yes, indeed.
And that would be my one big question about this is, do we have a nice size pool on that upper deck where we're not elbow to elbow? Because I've yet to be. Go ahead.
I was going to say what they've done with that. I think some people like it, some people don't, right? Mixed reviews. They have a like normal sized cruise line pool.
Mm-hmm.
And then they have a deck of like tiered smaller pools.
Mm.
So there were like 6 smaller pools and then a bigger pool in the middle. So it's not, no, they don't have a big pool, not like a resort style pool.
Yeah. I think that would help a lot because, we didn't even get in the pool last time because it was just always. No, I take that back. It was always packed. We did get in the pool, but it was late night. And we went during the Golden Mickeys because by the time we got down, they'd already closed the doors and they wouldn't let us in. So we were like, okay, cool. Let's go to the pool. And it was nice. It was cold, really cold. But that was when we did the aqueduct. And that was
aqueduct was
so
awesome.
cold.
I love the aqueduct.
But it was cool. And that was the last time we experienced a pool where there wasn't. I mean, you can't even call it swimming. It's just standing in still water.
Yeah.
It's true.
Yeah.
It's true. That's kind of a thing on cruise ships. They don't have big pools. They have pools. They're just not very big. But the nice thing about Royal Caribbean, at least, I know we're talking about Disney, but on Royal Caribbean, when you go to their private island has a huge pool. So you can kind of get your pool fix in there.
Well, you book Royal Caribbean too, so that's
I do.
Fair game.
Yeah, one day I'll try that out for sure.
They're cranking out new ships too.
Oh Lord!
And they're for a similar price point, or not for the new ship, but like for Disney Cruise Line, right? I always hear it's like similar service for a cheaper price point.
Yeah. So Royal's definitely
cheaper,
cheaper than Disney, and I've had great service on Royal.
We've heard wonderful things about Royal.
Definitely heard,
but I've also had great service on Disney, so both.
And you can book all that. So if they wanted to get in touch with you to book it, well, how would they get in touch with you real quick?
Yeah, please reach out. You can find me at Rachel, RACHEL at magicourway.com. And it's no extra cost to book with me. And a little bit of the price of your vacation comes back to support this podcast and this fan community. So it's much appreciated.
Awesome.
Thanks.
Thanks, Rachel. Well, man, I hope you enjoyed that discussion about the Disney Treasure. I'm ready to book a trip on that sucker, man, especially if the Haunted Mansion comes to fruition. That's gonna be freaking awesome.
Oh wow, yeah.
Hey, look, if you want to share your opinions about the Disney Treasure or your experiences with Disney Cruise Line, you could do so through the following ways. First, shoot us an email at show@magicourway.com or call or send us a text message. Yes, I did say text us at 1-815-MOWEEKEND. That is 1-815
MOWEEKEND
669-4226.
Can you imagine like bartenders dressed as like the maids and the butlers from the Haunted Mansion? That would be so cool.
I mean, I'm just thinking of like the souvenir mugs and glasses, and you could drink like something out of Madame Leota's head. Or something. I don't know.
Kirk Landry would have to put an extra room onto his house so that way he could store all that stuff.
Could you imagine like her crystal ball? It's all smoky and stuff, and there's a drink that's like the most potent in the land.
It's like a nice margarita.
It'll make the instruments like dance around your head.
Speaking of which, I did try to get over to Trader Sam's to get y'all those mugs, and twice. One time they weren't open yet. The second time they'd already closed.
Well, thanks for trying.
So that's why you got a t-shirt instead.
Hey man, I love the t-shirt. You got me a Typhoon Lagoon t-shirt and I love it. It's great. I'm gonna wear it.
Those are hard to find.
Yes, very rare. I'll wear it sparingly because I don't want to wear it out.
Yeah.
And of course we have a couple of people who do things outside of the podcast. First of all, we got Eli. Always does things with comics. Eli, what's up?
Yeah. As always, appreciate the support, the love. When you visit the site, ivorycomics.com, where you get to see the work that I've done, fully colored pages. Only ad form is this podcast. So check out Savages, check out Molly B. Damned, and check out Project Geisha. Check out the interviews and the blog posts, and of course, the link to this podcast so you never miss a beat episode, a trip report, where you been, how you got there. You get all of that by visiting the site and checking out the link. So ivycomics.com, appreciate that support right there. On social media, Facebook, you can find me there, Eli H. Ivory, as long as you're a real person. Always happy and lovely to meet you. I'll shake your hand and kiss your baby on the forehead. But if you're a bot, I got no time for you. You got to get on out of there now. They try to mess up my credit rating. It's bad enough. So I don't want that in my life. So get on out of here, bot. But Facebook, Eli H. Ivory is where you find me there. Project Geisha has a Facebook page as well on Facebook. So pretty much facebook.com/Project Geisha. You can go ahead and see stuff there. And I get some likes there as well. Appreciate that. Instagram, I'm posting up the hearts and the likes right there. And adding clips from the site onto the story. So if you say, what's the story with this dude's glory? It's always a Magic Hour podcast. You can see that right there. Ivory 504. That just happened.
Yes.
And then on X, you can find me at Hancock 10166.
X gonna give it to you.
Go get to you. So if you appreciate that madness, just bringing me that gladness. Thank you very much.
And if you want to book a vacation on the Disney Treasure, because sailings start next year, you could do it with Rachel. Rachel, tell them how to do this.
Yes, I would love to help anyone book a cruise or a trip to Disney World or Universal. We're going to talk about Disney World versus Universal next time. So check in for that. But yeah, Disney, Universal, Royal Caribbean, major hotel brands. I can book anything and it costs nothing extra for you. The only thing that happens that's different is that a little bit of the cost of your trip comes back to support this podcast and this fan community instead of just going right to those big corporations. So
that's right. Please
reach out. I would love to help you make some magic for your travel party on your vacation. Best way to reach me is Rachel, RACHEL at magicourway.com. You can also call or text me personally. You could do this show as well, but you could also get me at 978-432-WISH. And I'm also on social media. You can find me at @R Family Magic. So that's the letter R and the words Family Magic on Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, and YouTube. And I would, again, love to help you book a trip. I can help as much or as little as you like. And a little bit comes back to support this podcast and this fan community. And we thank you very much.
So if y'all want to access all the info we just mentioned, go to magicourway.com/about us. Also, if you want to elevate your support of the Magic Our Way podcast, go to patreon.com/Magic Our Way. There you'll find 6 awesome tiers to support this show. Any way in which you can support the show is deeply appreciated. We also want to thank you for being a loyal listener, and we always love hearing from our listeners. All opinions are always welcome on the Magic Our Way podcast, so make sure you get in touch with us today. So, Mohegans, you just finished listening to show number 492, and we are getting closer and closer to show number 500. So as always, we say Kwaharini. My name is Kevin.
And I'm Danny.
Magic out.
And you are. Bye!